To justify the fly collection, all right, for the average angler, you have to have a little understanding about what the fish feed on. And when it comes to trout fishing, over the years, it's been determined that the bulk of their diet is made up of aquatic insects. These are insects that actually live in the water, in stream bottoms, in lakes, ponds, and they will go through a metamorphosis at some point during the summer, each individual species, and they will actually hatch into adults and be able to fly off the surface of the water into the vegetation along the side of the stream. Of all the aquatic insects that there are, mayflies, caddisflies, and stoneflies are considered to be the three most important groups. Then we can drop down into the heading terrestrial insects, such as grasshoppers, beetles, ants. Really any insect that there is that you can think of that happens to fall into the water at any time can become a free meal for any fish that happens to be there waiting for it. So we have a lot of flies that we carry with us that look like what are known as terrestrials. And then under miscellaneous, I have forage fish and crustaceans. Certainly minnows, fry, that sort of thing are prey for the larger fish, and a lot of the flies that we carry with us are designed to look like small minnows and bait fish, and under crustaceans the crayfish comes to mind. Customarily, you carry with you in your fishing vest, in boxes, 4 different types of flies: dry fly, wet fly, nymph, and streamer. The dry fly, because of the way it's designed, is supposed to be fished on the surface of the water, and the other 3 types that you see are designed to be fished below the surface of the water, either from right below the film down to the bottom. When the fish takes the fly, it either takes it because the fly looked like something to eat, or the fish was perhaps aggravated by the presence of the fly. Okay? So your fly is either going to look like food, or it can elicit or stimulate an aggressive response from the fish. Flies that imitate food are tied by hand in such a way that they will have a color scheme out of this fur and feather business that is similar to some natural food item, whether it's an insect or a frog or a small fish. They're tied so that they have a shape or silhouette or profile that is similar to that of the natural food item. Approximate size. One of the important things about your fly collection is that you want to have a variety of sizes, from very large flies down to very tiny flies, because the selection of size during a given outing is often more important than the shape or color of the fly. Okay, flies that imitate food should be fished in such a way that these flies come to the fish in the same way that a natural food item would. On the other side of the coin, we have flies that we say elicit aggression, if you will. Okay, perhaps they make the fish either defensive or offensively oriented. They're tied with things like bright, gaudy colors. They're commonly called attractor flies. And in this day and age, you want to spend about 80 or 90% of your dollars on flies on ones that imitate food. They are the ones that are more productive.